Mr. Speaker, a young woman, Saffron Bissiker, grade 12 student in Qualicum Beach in my riding, just launched the first ever Qualicum Beach Film Festival just a couple weeks ago. And she did it to support local creators and contributors. Our MLA, Adam Walker, was there from Parksville, Qualicum, and he cited that there's $18 million being spent in the film sector just in Qualicum Beach and that area, Mr. Speaker, and how important it is. And we've heard for many years from our local broadcasters, from creators and cultural workers, that they've been suffering from an unfair competition from the great big web giants. And that's why, as New Democrats, we've been calling for an end to this unfair system for years, and why this bill is a good first step to evening the playing field. Now, the government has delayed, this Liberal government, for many years, this reform, which has resulted in lost jobs and revenue for cultural workers. Why has this government allowed companies like Netflix to avoid paying their fair share of funding for our Canadian cultural content for so long? And it's so important for people like Saffron who want a career in film to ensure that we're investing in Canadian content, we're investing in Canadian producers and curators, Mr. Speaker. I just want to know why the government's taken so long to address this important need.
Well, Parliamentary Secretary to the Government House Leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, the member raises a couple of important points. One is the issue of Canadian content, and let there be absolutely no doubt that Canadian content will dramatically be positively impacted as a result of C-11 and its passage. The other point is in regards to when he makes reference to his own constituency and the $18 million. I think people underestimate the size of the industry, and it is, for all intents and purposes, being developed and growing virtually in all regions of our country. We're talking about an industry that has so much potential, and that's one of the reasons why it's so very important we pass this legislation. And in a minority situation, the government needs to have at least a partner to pass legislation, and I am grateful that the NDP has chosen to support the legislation. And